Hello and welcome to Wine Daddy, an LGBTQ plus podcast where Homer and his friends talk shit about wine. I'm your host, Jonathan Carter Chapman, and today we're going to be talking about a wine that is very close to my heart, and that is a Bouvet Ladubay Saumur Brut. I'm not going to attempt the French accent yet, that comes later. Obviously, it is a French wine, a sparkling wine. It is made in the méthode traditionnelle. There you go. Which essentially means it is made in the method of champagne, but because it's not from the region, it can't be classed as a champagne. And it is, in fact, from the Loire Valley in France. So let's open this bad boy. Been looking forward to this all day. So if it doesn't go everywhere, twist the bottle, not the cork. There we go. Lovely. There we go. Amazing. Cheers. So some technical info for those that want to know. The grape variety is Chenin Blanc, one of my personal favourites. Alcohol percentage is 12.5%. It is from the Loire Valley, as I mentioned. Their appellation is the Saumur, and it's a non-vintage sparkling, which essentially means they mix all the grapes up from several years to blend them all together, and that creates a consistent kind of taste and style. So it doesn't matter which one you buy, it's always going to taste roughly the same. It's very, very good. Also, a little factoid for you, it was one of the first wines to obtain an appellation d'origine contrôle. That's passable French, I think. Please don't write in and tell me it's not. Which means it's wholly produced in the region that it's from. So for Bouvet, that would be Saumur. Interesting fact, I actually discovered Bouvet, in my own way, at a... What was I doing? Oh yeah, it was a it was a boozy weekend at a friend's house in Essex. It was a Saturday and we had run out of alcohol, so we had to go and buy more. So we were running around the local Majestic Wine like crazy drunken people, and I spotted Bouvet, the end of an aisle, and I thought, that's the one for me, and have never looked back. Even so much so, that's not really making sense, but drink it away, doesn't matter. So much so that when I got married, this was actually the wine that we served. So we didn't have champagne. We served Bouvet for the welcome reception and for throughout the entire day, essentially. And our guests loved it. They didn't even know the difference. It's amazing. I've also been to the Maison in the Loire. On a trip to France, and it was actually quite funny. So me and my fiance at the time, he's my husband now. It wasn't like I had another fiance, just in case you were wondering. We went there to essentially buy some wine while we were there because we liked it. We walked in, and the lady comes up to us and she's like, "Oh, can I help you? What would you like?" Obviously in French. Well, I think she was French English, you know what I mean. And we were just like, yes, we all have 6 of these, 4 of those, 2 of one of those. And she was literally shocked. Her face was like stunned, because I don't think they get many English people bowl in and rattle off a litany of things that they want without actually having like tried anything. So we were probably only there for about 15 minutes, which I think for them was a good sale. It was great. But anyway, on to the tasting bit. So it's got quite a fruity nose, I would say. I don't know if you can tell, I'm not close to the camera, probably can't really see, but it's got really fine, persistent bubbles, which I prefer over like kind of the bigger bubbles, which essentially means it keeps its fizz longer. I mean, not that a glass or a bottle lasts very long in this house, but if you don't drink an entire bottle of an evening, like some of us, it also means that it can last in the fridge for a day or so and still quite passable for the next day. As my husband would say, it's got good mouthfeel. I will leave that with you, take of that as you will. And then tasting wise, You've got kind of like white flowers, honeysuckle, a bit of acacia, and a bit maybe apple, a bit of lime. But so it's just delicious. I mean, balls to the wall. It's delicious. It's amazing. It's lovely. I thought that being Wine Daddy, we should have some kind of scoring system. Because why not? And when I was thinking about the scoring system, what it should be, it came to me instantly, D's. D's for Daddy. So out of 5, I would give this 5 D's. It's just amazing. So much so that I've converted people to drinking this. So there's friends of ours, Jack and Caroline, shout out to Jack and Caroline, who we sent a case of this over to them for Christmas, and they were avid night timber drinkers, but obviously night timber is very expensive. So it can get pricey when you are a bottle a day type like we are. And we sent it to them and they loved it, it was amazing, and they thought it was, again, obviously really expensive. And then when they found out, they were over the moon, even so that it was a present, but that's not the point. And so they've converted. So I think, in fact, note the date and the time, that the official, well, my official gay agenda is to convert people to drinking Bouvet. Get behind it. Hashtag gay agenda. It's the way forward. And that's about it, really. That kind of wraps us up. So thank you so much for joining me. Oh, it's available, as I may have mentioned, at Majestic Wine. I will pop a link in the description and on the link tree so you can have a look at it, buy some, buy a bottle, see how you feel. I think you will definitely like it and you will never look back. If you're looking for an everyday champagne to drink during the week, perfect, or for special occasions. For Christmas, it's great for Christmas. We bought a load for Christmas and perfect. Please do like and subscribe. That lets me know that A, you're watching and I'm not just talking to my phone like a crazy person every week, and that you like what we're putting out there. You can email me at winedaddypod@gmail.com if you want to suggest a wine you'd like me to review, or you can comment below, but please don't bring any bad vibes. This is a fun podcast. We're just kind of making stuff up as we go along, drinking wine, having fun. Yeah? You can follow Wine Daddy on Twitter and Instagram at WineDaddyPod. If you want to follow me, I'm Keeping It JC on Twitter and on Instagram. And yeah, until next time, cheers.